Light a candle for peace, light a candle for love, light a candle that shines all the way round the world. Light a candle for me, light a candle for you, that a wish for world peace will one day come true. Light a candle for peace, light a candle for love, light a candle that shines all the way round the world. Light a candle for me, light a candle for you, that a wish for world peace will one day come true. Sing peace around the world. 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 Light a candle for peace, light a candle for love, light a candle that shines all the way round the world. Light a candle for me, light a candle for you, that a wish for world peace will one day come true.
That was an apt prayer song to begin today's program. As you all know, today, 6th August, is called as Hiroshima Day. Siddharth, do you know why it is called so?
Yes, Malavika. Hiroshima Day commemorates the day an atomic bomb was dropped in the Japanese city of Hiroshima. 3 days after this incident, the United States of America dropped another atomic bomb in Nagasaki in Japan, killing more than 1 lakh people. We have Charu Manam of class 5G to present a speech on Hiroshima Day.
On the 6th of August 1945, the day the world was divided into never ever before and never ever after. The day humanity was set on fire. The day on which even gods cried so loudly in pain. The day on which scientists stooped their heads and lamented in shame for the inventions of mass destruction. It was during the World War II. The Japanese were unstoppable. They were advancing in aggression and vigor. The world was shocked to see such a tiny nation that could be covered with the tip of a finger on the world map advancing uncontrollably. The Japanese warplanes flew across the oceans to the coast of America and showered bombs to destroy and devastate the Pearl Harbor, causing thousands of deaths and destruction of warships. Till then, the Americans were not part of the World War II. This came as the biggest blow to the pride of a superpower. They decided to end this game. They loaded their warplanes with the atomic bomb, Little Boy, and just before dawn, their planes took off from their airbase, heading towards their destination, Hiroshima. At 8:15 a.m. on the same day, it was fire, it was heat, it was ashes, it was pain, it was darkness, it was smoke, and that was it. Yes, it was doomsday in Hiroshima. The Japanese still did not understand the magnitude of devastation and they were reluctant to surrender. It also took the fat man at Nagasaki for the Japanese to realize and surrender. Even though the atomic bombings ended the Second World War 75 years ago, it marked the beginning of an era of unending darkness and nuclear aftermath. Babies being born with intellectual disabilities, normal body cells multiplying to cancerous ones, the wind and water currents carrying the nuclear particles contaminating the ground, water supply and food chain. Even the agricultural fields, aquatic life and the terrestrial creatures were not spared. The Japanese rose from their ashes. It was the phoenix itself. Today, Japan is one of the world's most developed nations with high ratings in education, technology, health, and life skills. Hiroshima and Nagasaki has taught the world that we gain nothing out of war. It only scatters lives and hopes. We gain nothing by conquering and expanding our boundaries. The world learns the importance of universal harmony and peace. The Hiroshima and Nagasaki Days 2020 is observed to mark the 75th year of the atomic bomb attack on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. The day aims to raise awareness about the threat of nuclear weapons and the dangers of nuclear energy. Each person had a name. Each person was loved by someone. Let us ensure that their deaths were not in vain. Loka Samastha Sukhino Bhavantu. Thank you.
Thank you, Charu Manav, for your thought-provoking speech. Do you know, Siddharth? Hiroshima was completely ruined by the bombing.
The atomic bomb killed millions of people. It was a day full of pain and disaster. It was, in actuality, a bomb dropped on the whole of humanity. But the strong willpower of the Japanese turned it into a bustling manufacturing hub. Now let's watch a small video that shows us the lingering effects of the bombing and what the city looks like today.
I saw an aircraft, like a tiny silver drop, entering the sky above Hiroshima. I instantly recognized it as an American plane, as no Japanese aircraft could fly at that altitude at the time. It was just one plane, so I assumed that it was passing by as usual.
And I was counting 1, 2, 3.
I was wiping the desktop. That was when the bomb was dropped.
It took about 45 seconds from the time the bomb left the airplane until it exploded. And I think there wasn't a man in the airplane that wasn't either timing it with his watch or counting or doing something. I was sure the bomb was a dud. I was sure it wasn't going to work.
After falling for 43 seconds, the time and barometric triggers started the firing mechanism. A uranium bullet fired down a barrel into a uranium target. Together, they started a nuclear chain reaction. Solid matter began to come apart, releasing untold quantities of energy.
war brings nothing but destruction and death. We can never be at peace with ourselves if we are at war always. Let's watch a dance performance on war and peace.
This enthralling dance performance reminds me of origami cranes.
Origami cranes? What has it to do with Hiroshima Day?
Rihanna of 5M will tell us the Japanese belief on origami cranes and why people leave these cranes in the Hiroshima Peace Memorial every year.
Good morning. Today I am going to tell the story Sadako and the 1,000 Paper Cranes, which is a true story of a girl named Sadako Sasaki. At the age of 2, Sadako Sasaki experienced the atomic bombing at her home in Hiroshima. She was then exposed to radioactive black rain that fell aftermath of the blast. However, she suffered no injuries and grew as a healthy child. But when she was on 6th grade, she fell ill. She was diagnosed with leukemia and was hospitalized. According to Japanese legends holds that folding 1,000 paper cranes will grant a wish. So she began folding cranes with the wish of recovering soon. But she could fold only 644 origami cranes. Her condition deteriorated and she died. On May 5, 1958, 3 years after her death, the Children's Peace Monument was unveiled at the Peace Memorial Park. Each year, about 1 million paper cranes are offered to this monument. Thank you.
It's new information for me, and I'm sure for many of our friends.
Yes, Malavika. You know, it is said that Sadako has written on the wings of the cranes, I shall write peace on your wings, and you shall fly all over the world.
There shouldn't be war again. It should be peace that must guide us.
We, the younger generation, should be the builders of peace. Remember, where love prevails, there will be peace.
Hero യുദ്ധത്തിൽ വിജയങ്ങളില്ലാതിനന്ത്യത്തിൽ